we are ready for Big Sky women's basketball action here live from the Bank of Colorado Arena. It is the Northern Colorado Bears taking on the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus. Sean Nash, happy to be with you here. George directing traffic, calling for the screen, instead gives it to Fields. Baseline, West. Halfway through the shot clock here. Powell back to the basket. Drives, the lay-in and the foul. Great move by Erin Powell. Took the step back like she was going to fade away there and then drives in. And the opening foul against Layla Davis. Erin Powell from Hampshire, England to the free throw line. Last year was a CU buff, making the short transfer from Boulder out here to Greeley. Averaging just over 4 points per game. 9 for 11 from the free throw line, puts her at just under 82%. And no problem there, good shooter. And the Bears back on top, 5-4 here early. Now Taylor, long three. No good off the front of the rim. Fields, the unchallenged rebound. George passed everybody, and the fast break layup, good for two. Gabby Fields with a great court vision. She leads the Bears with 4 assists per game. Give her one there. And Nina George, her first bucket. Hall to Bayman, another corner three. Good again for Heather Bayman. The skip across, Powell with a head fake. Bayman drives, puts up the floater, good. Heather Bayman leading the Bears with 8 points so far, and Northern Colorado back on top, 21-19. Fields needs somebody to inbound to, and once again, it's West, the bailout, out up top. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Riley fires it right wing. Fields drives. The three, good! Heather Bayman again. Her third three, she's got all the outside shots for Northern Colorado. Fields the inbound to Bayman. West, right back to Bayman, hot hand. Got it! Heather Bayman raining the threes, her fourth of the opening half. She's got 14 points. Halfway through the second. Bears up by 8. Northern Arizona needs an answer, losing it out of bounds. Watts trying to get it to the best score so far today for the Lumberjacks, but she loses it. Another turnover to the Bears. Robinson tries to go baseline, no go there. Out up top to Taylor. Now White for three, finally gets one to go. And see if that opens things up for Naomi White. She's got 9. The leading three-point shooter in the Big Sky Conference. Watts takes the handoff, high dribble there, gets away with a carry. White, long three, top of the key, good again. And Naomi White makes it a 2-point game. George drives all the way to the rim, and Nina George, that's what makes her so good. When she wants to, she puts her head down, gets the bucket, and lays it in. The sophomore from Dallas, Texas, averaging 14 per game, but White on the other end answers again. She's hit 3 of her last 4. Makes it Powell, pass off here on the drive and kick. George for 3, knocked down, no whistle. West the offensive rebound. George has it left wing again. Riley tries another one, good again for Julia Riley. Riley with 9 points, she's hit 3 threes. She got 4 threes from Heather Bayman. And Northern Colorado showing the best outside shooting team in the Big Sky how it's done. White looking to answer, she does. White's now got 4 threes. She's got 18 points to lead all scores. George, the drive, contact. She'll shoot 2. Basketball, Robinson with numbers. Bayman disrupts it enough, but the follow-up, and White lays it in for 2. White's got 20 points. That's the 13th time this season. Here in her redshirt freshman year, she's scored at least 20. Ball, Bayman. Off the screen from West. Off balance, good. And the foul. Heather Bayman with a team-high 16 and a chance for one more. They get Watts on back-to-back whistles. Team's 5th, so the Bears will shoot the bonus the rest of the way here in the quarter. Dasovich goes back in for Kayla Williams. Bayman, an 87% free throw shooter, no problem there. She's got 17, a team high. Watts again. Now that hot start has cooled off offensively. Can't get that one to go. Moore, the defensive rebound for Northern Colorado. West was calling for it up the middle. Fields doesn't get to her. Bayman for three. Too strong on that one. Watts the rebound, brings it in running. Watts coast to coast, lay in, good for two. Dasovic going to work in the low post. Ball tipped by George. Fields comes up with a steal. Fields the one-on-one against Robinson, the lay-in and the foul. Robinson a step late. Yep, just slid the feet there enough. Didn't quite get him planted there. She did a good job. She was outside the zone, but not getting that right foot down. Fields takes advantage and a chance for a three-point play. Fields' first bucket since the opening points of the ball game for Northern Colorado. The free throw rims out, no good. And a foul against Riley on the rebound attempt as Watts hits the deck again. White drives, tough shot, the lay-in and the foul. 22 points here for the redshirt freshman. Nina George picking up her first foul.
Checking out the Lumberjacks, number 23, Kayla Williams.
Kayla Williams goes back in, and for White, she was at Grand Canyon last year, followed Coach Laura Dinkins here. And Coach Dinkins got hired at her alma mater. White liked her coaching style, followed her to Flagstaff, Arizona. Completed the three-point play there. Northern Colorado expected a grind-it-out type of game, and that's what they've gotten here. Got to keep their offense going here over the closing 4.5. Fields skips it across near side. Bayman. George. Can't go anywhere on the dribble. Hall sets the screen. West sets the second screen. Fields, far corner three. Good! Gabby Fields. That's the 8th three for Northern Colorado. The final whistle, and Northern Colorado takes the victory 72-59. Northern Arizona shorthanded. They hung tough here, but the Bears too much. And Northern Colorado improves to 15-6 overall. They get to 6-2 in Big Sky play. Northern Arizona falls to 7-14 and 3-5 in league action. The Bears getting big points here from the outside. Heather Bayman was able to rein in 4 threes. And then Nina George has 12 points. Anaya Hall had 12 points. 10 for Gabby Fields as they got plenty of offense across the board. And also got to give a shout out to Julia Riley for knocking down 3 threes here as we wait for Coach Mateo to get to us here for our post-game interview. And the Bears celebrate here at midcourt. Coach Mateo giving the word here to the assistant coaches before they go into the locker room. But Northern Colorado improves to 9-2 here at home. And as we said, very much alive in the Big Sky race. And that sets up a huge showdown with Idaho coming up on Thursday here at home. As Idaho started the day a half game ahead. And now we'll get Coach Mateo here on the headset. And so, Coach, I know Monday was a struggle offensively. How happy were you overall with the offensive performance today from the ladies?
Yeah, I think we got it going a little bit more in the third quarter. Starting off, Julia hit a couple threes, and that gave us a little bit more separation. I thought we, in moments, were a little more locked into 25. She still scored some points, but from the defensive side, we were a little bit more locked in collectively. This is, this was a great test for us. We had talked a lot about a team that played us in a zone for a full entire game, and as we kept saying in our practices and telling our coaches, it's going to come, so we wanted to be prepared. I thought we were much better in the second half, just being aggressive, punching it a little bit more, finding the open person.
And you guys obviously very much alive in the Big Sky race. Big showdown with Idaho coming to town here on Thursday. What's going to be the focus on practice to get ready and try to take one off the Vandals and stay right there at the top of the league?
Sure, Idaho's a great team. They have 1 loss right now in the conference, and we have 2. It's going to be our kids' day, so we're going to have a lot of people in the stands that day. So excited for that. They're a high-flying, high-powered, high-octane offensive team, and so we're going to have our hands full with just defending them and keeping the tempo at what we want, which isn't slow, but just controlling that tempo.
Well, Coach, appreciate it. Great job today, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is Coach Krista Mateo picking up another win here at home, her 72nd win overall at the helm of the Northern Colorado program, and that's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Thank you to our Bear Vision crew. I'm Sean Nash saying so long from the Bank of Colorado Arena, where Northern Colorado wins 72-59 over Northern Arizona. Remember that all games airing on ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.